Flora, welcome back to my channel. ONEWE, love of my life, are back with Ferris wheel. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Ooh.
낯설게 느껴지는 지금이야. 너를 마주하고 있는 이 순간이 나 믿겨지지 않아. 빙글빙글 천천히 도는 관람차같이 너와의 운명은 다 지금 지나쳤던 그때 맘에 네 앞에 내릴 숨어 있다면 사랑이 뻔하지 솔직해져야지. 우린 뭔가 그 상이 있어서 다시 한 번 더 그 시절로 돌아갈 수 있을까. 몇 번이고 반복한데도 좋아. 돌고 돌아 너를 다시 만날 테니까.
Ooh, I like the background music.
사랑이 뻔하지 솔직해져야지. 우린 뭔가 그 상이 있어서 다시 한 번 더 그 시절로 돌아갈 수 있을까. 몇 번이고 반복한데도 좋아. 돌고 돌아 너를 다시 만날 테니까. 다시 온 우리 둘만의 관람차 멈추지 않게 너의 두 손을 잡을게. 가로등 불이 켜지고 이 거린 우리만의 무대가 되어 분명히 잠깐 놓고 간 시간을 찾아와 다시금 흐르도록. 너도 나와 같은 마음이라면 돌고 있던 관람차 놓치지 않게 너의 두 손을 잡을게.
Ah, the Ferris wheel at the end. What a nice little touch. Okay. This was such a bright and fun song. I really enjoyed it. I wrote so much though, guys. Because there was so much happening. Okay, this is a style that I feel like ONEWE has kind of dipped their toes in, but they haven't like fully gone for. I think you could, make some claims that other songs kind of fit this style, but for me, this is like a style they are coming more and more into. I think especially with like Maze and a few of their other songs, I feel like they've been kind of playing with this style, and I really like it for them. I think they're doing something really interesting right now, and it's a good time to do it as well, because it's, you know, it's after Christmas, it's still cold, but at the same time, like, because it's a new year, you have like a new outlook on life and things like that. So I think this is a great time to have this kind of song as well. But the first thing that I noticed was, besides the fact that it was super, super bright, was the styling was so very nice. I actually really loved how their makeup looked. I particularly noticed it on Gyuk and Kanghyun, like how bright it made their face look. And then for the rest of the members, they look very polished and well put together. Like, I love the outfits. Dongmyeong's jacket was really nice on him, but I loved everything in general about the styling of this. And I love that for most of the song, they were in like a circle. I really like that. And with the greenery around, it just like had this touch of it's coming to spring, but it's not quite spring yet. So I really enjoyed that aspect of like the styling and how everything looked. And then also it felt more like, for me, it felt they were more connected. I really when bands have like a more traditional like stance, not that they can't do MVs or things like that, and have like a storyline, because they definitely can. Just for me, I really like that feeling of like togetherness for a band. So I really noticed the cymbal work in the first verse with Harin. I was like, ooh, that's really nice. I really enjoyed that. Again, giving that bright kind of feel. And the backing track in the chorus was so nice, adding so many like additional instrumentation to what they were already doing in the, you know, the main instruments. I think that adding that instrumentation and then adding that throughout from that chorus and increasing that was really, really a smart idea. Especially in the second verse, they added more instrumentation in comparison to the first verse. And in the transition from like the second chorus to into the second chorus, there was like an electronic fill. So it was like just a different play on like how you're going in and out of verses and chorus and going to the bridge with the bells. I absolutely loved how they changed that. Good use of silence with the guitar solo going into the final chorus. And I just kept noticing the "I'll hold your hands tight so I won't let go." The harmonization there, it was really interesting that I liked it a lot, because Dongmyeon actually went higher and Younghoon went like more chesty and forward. And I was like, oh, okay, like this is a different feel. So I like how they're playing with more things, and that's something that I always enjoy about ONEWE, is that they are always trying out new things. But what I think that they do in a very smart way is they stay true to their roots too. So when they start to change and try something out, they still, within their album or, you know, the instrumentation or something that happens, it still feels like the core of them. And because they are the writers of their own pieces, I think that's really helps them to have that identity. I feel like they have such a strong identity within, you know, their themselves. Like they really understand what their group sounds like, and, you know, they push things, but they don't push them too much. So it's like I said, I think that you could, like, for them, this is a very different sound. But I think that they kind of have played around with this in, you know, several different songs. You know, I could, you know, this is kind of makes me think of like Soulstar, and like I said, a little bit of Maze. Not like you could kind of feel that they're headed in this sort of direction, but it's really interesting for them to do that. So I really, really enjoyed this. So tell me what you guys thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part in the music video? I thought it was really nice. At the very end, it looked like Gyuk was waking up from a dream, and then they went out, like looked outside, and it was the Ferris wheel. I thought that was smart, especially it was like in the clouds. So that was also fun. Don't forget to enter in my photo card giveaway down below. There are some ONEWE cards in that giveaway, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.